The most controversial logical fallacies and why they drive us crazy. Let's face it, arguments can be messy. Whether you're debating politics, scrolling through Twitter, or just defending your taste in movies, you've probably run into people who argue in ways that feel wrong, even if you can't quite explain why. Well, welcome to the world of logical fallacies. Those sneaky tricks that sound smart, but break the rules of good reasoning. Some are so common and so dramatic that they've become the stars of online arguments. Let's dive into the most controversial ones that stir the most drama. First is strawman fallacy. Let me misrepresent you, then destroy that version instead. This fallacy is like arguing with a scarecrow. You take someone's real argument, twist it into something ridiculous, and proudly knock it down. Example: I think we should spend more on education. Oh, so you want to throw money away and turn schools into luxury spas? Why it's controversial? It feels dishonest because it is. Instead of engaging with real ideas, it attacks a cartoon version. The straw man fallacy occurs when someone misrepresents another person's argument to make it easier to attack or refute. Rather than addressing the actual point, the speaker exaggerates, distorts, or oversimplifies it, creating a straw man version that's easier to knock down. It's like setting up a fake opponent just to win an argument without doing the hard work of honest debate. This is intellectually dishonest and often used in politics, debates, or heated discussions to discredit opposing views without truly engaging with them. It's controversial because it undermines productive conversation and trust. Instead of fostering understanding, it creates confusion and polarizes discussions by attacking a version of the argument that was never actually made. Number 2. Ad hominem. The ad hominem fallacy is a classic diversion tactic where someone attacks the person making an argument instead of addressing the argument itself. The Latin phrase ad hominem means to the person, and that's exactly where this fallacy goes wrong. It targets the individual's character, background, or traits instead of engaging with their reasoning or evidence. Example: he cheated on his taxes once, so his views on economic reform can't be trusted. This fallacy is especially damaging in debates and public discourse because it shifts attention away from ideas and facts and toward personal flaws, whether real or perceived. It's like saying, "You're flawed, so your ideas must be too," which simply doesn't follow logically. Even if a person has made mistakes or holds unpopular opinions, their argument should still be evaluated on its own merit. Why it's controversial? It discourages open dialogue, fuels division, and promotes hostility over understanding. Number 3. Slippery slope. The slippery slope fallacy claims that a relatively small or harmless action will trigger a chain of events leading to extreme and undesirable consequences. It's a form of fear-based reasoning that assumes without solid proof that one step will inevitably lead to disaster. This fallacy plays on anxiety and exaggerates outcomes, often to shut down discussion or prevent change. Example: if we legalize marijuana, next thing you know, every hard drug will be legalized and society will collapse. The problem with slippery slope arguments is that they leap from one idea to a worst-case scenario without providing logical links or evidence for how those outcomes would actually happen. It's not that slopes never exist, but proving the slope requires showing real, causal steps, not just sounding alarm bells. Why it's controversial? It appeals to emotion over reason, turning debates into panic sessions instead of rational conversations. Number 4. Appeal to emotion. If you feel bad, I must be right. This fallacy swaps logic for feelings. Instead of offering real evidence, it plays on your emotions, fear, guilt, pity, or even outrage, to win the argument. It's persuasive, yes, but not necessarily truthful. Example: don't you care about children? If you did, you'd support this policy, no questions asked. In this tactic, emotional pressure replaces reasoning. It guilts you into agreeing, not because the idea is solid, but because disagreeing feels wrong. It can make people afraid to speak up, even if they have valid concerns. Why it's controversial. Emotion connects us, but when it's used to manipulate rather than inform, it shuts down real thinking. A strong argument might make you feel something, but it also gives you facts to think about. Without that, it's just emotional theatre. Number 5. Appeal to authority. The expert said so, case closed. This fallacy relies on someone's status or position as the only reason to believe a claim, even if they're wrong, biased, or not even an expert in that field. Example: my favorite actor said this diet works now, so it must be true. Why it's controversial? Experts can help, but they're not always right. Blindly trusting them is risky. Number 6. Begging the question. Circular reasoning. It's true because it's true. Here, the conclusion is baked into the premise. The argument goes in a circle like a hamster on a wheel. Lots of motion, no real progress. Example: God exists because the Bible says so, and the Bible is true because God wrote it. Why it's controversial? It sounds convincing until you realize it never actually proves anything. Number 7. False dilemma, either or fallacy. You're either with us or against us. This fallacy presents two choices, when in reality there may be many. It simplifies the world into black and white, ignoring all the shades of grey. Example: we either ban all cars or the planet dies. Why it's controversial? It pressures people into taking sides by pretending there's no middle ground. Logical fallacies are like optical illusions for the brain. They trick us into thinking we're being rational when we're not. The more you recognize them, the better you can defend your own arguments and dodge the nonsense in others. So next time you hear a debate spiraling out of control, see if you can spot the fallacies. Chances are someone's arguing with a scarecrow, crying for sympathy, or taking a very slippery slope.